तब प्राण तबे सुत रावण मारो, लय गृह वैद्य सुमेध सुषेण समेत, तबे गिरि द्रोण सोबीर उपारो, आनी सजीवन हाथ दई, तब लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण युद्ध अजान कियो, तब नाग की फांस सबे सिर दारो, श्री रघुनाथ सबे दल मोह भयो, यह संकट भारो। आनी खगेश तबे हनुमान, जो बंधन का त्रिसो त्रास निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बंधु समेत जब यही रावण, ले रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो, देव ही पूजी बलि विधि, सो बलि देहु समय मिली मंत्र विचारो। जाए सहाय भयो तब ही, अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संहारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। काज किए बर देवन के, तुम वीर महाप्रभु देख विचारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो तुम सो नहीं जात है तारो। बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु, जो कछु संकट होए हमारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। हरे नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। लाल देह लाली लसे, अरुधर लाल लंगूर, वज्र देह दानो दलन, जय जय जय। कपीसूर पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोले बजरंगबली भगवान की जय। I pranam to all of you, and on behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, wish all of you a blessed evening. Here we are live from the temple. Today is the 4th day of Diwali as we know it, and today we are the world is reflecting upon the sacrifices of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, and this more divine act, this very powerful act that he did, which is the lifting of the Govardhan mountain. Today is that day. It's called Govardhan Puja. In your own way, in people's own way, they take time to do a little puja to Shri Krishna, and show their acknowledgement of his sacrifices, but more so his commitment to protect everyone. His commitment to protect his bhaktas, his commitment to protect his dharma, and whenever there is a substantial amount of pride, he takes the time to crush that pride. That is the essence of Indra's Katha and Govardhan Katha in the Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran. Today, welcome all of you, and ask that Bhagwan bless all of you in abundance with health and strength, and may you be guided accordingly. I think we're having some interruptions with the broadcasting because of internet problems, but I hope you can share the broadcast again so other people can be part of it. So today our Hanumanji Chalisa will start, and we dedicate this Hanumanji Chalisa to Uncle Isaac, who celebrated his birthday. The program today is sponsored, so we want to give thanks today, and we'll have the dedication up. And today we're giving thanks to Hanumanji and gratitude to Hanumanji for blessing Uncle Isaac with, of course, 85 beautiful, meaningful years of life. And the family continues to make memories with him and to love him and to cherish his presence. A father is so many things to a family. Among the many things, a father has always been a role model for a family. And today, as this family celebrates and rejoice on the occasion of their father's 75th birthday, we have moved and we are forced to sing Bhagwan's praises and give thanks, and ask that Uncle Isaac live many, many more years of happy life, meaningful life, blessed life, with all of his lovely family and friends. This evening satsang dedicated to him, and may he always, of course, continue to be a gentleman, and he is. Let us sing Hanumanji Chalisa as we dedicate it to Uncle Isaac. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघुवर बिमल जसु जोदायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु क्लेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिनु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन बिराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा बिराजे कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक झरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाई सजीवन लखन जी आए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए। रघुपति की नहीं बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिया भरत संभाई। सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, अस कही श्रीपति कंत लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिषा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कही सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राज पर दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मोद्रिका मेली मुख माही, जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम भजन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग पर ताप तुम्हारा, है पर सिद्धि जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न डरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पात कर कोई, छूत ही बंधि महा सुख होई। जो यह परे हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा। पावन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, शरणम प्रभु। प्रेम से बोलो पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियावर रामचंद्र की। Happy birthday again to you, Uncle Isaac, and wishing you all the best. And hopefully you can live many more years to continue to give happiness to your lovely family. Happy birthday again. Today, as you know, as I mentioned before, is Govardhan Puja, where Bhagwan Shri Krishna lifted the Govardhan mountain. When we are speaking about mountains, there is a physical place called the Govardhan mountain in India, in a place called Vrindavan. This Vrindavan, or this land of Braj, that has many places. One of the places is Govardhan Parvat. It's a physical mountain. It's there. Now, if you think of it, if you tell someone that, you know what? Actually, let me rephrase that. If there's anyone that asks you or tell you that they have so much faith in God, or they have so much belief in the Lord and they love God so much, and that their Lord is capable of doing anything, you tell them that, you know, you believe a little boy named Krishna, a little boy, Krishna, your God, lifted with his little finger, he lifted an entire mountain, and he held it above his head for 7 days and 7 nights consecutively. When the rains were pouring, the thunders were just making everyone tremble or roaring. Do you believe that your Lord ever did that? And see what the answer will be. I don't know what the answer will be, but I think if we have Shraddha, which is faith in our Lord, the devotee will say, wow, my Bhagwan, so powerful, so great, so committed to protect his people, that he lifted an entire mountain for 7 days and 7 nights. This is not a philosophy. There is meanings behind everything. This is not a made-up story to tell you that in your mind you must have out. No. This is a place that exists called Govardhan Parvat. I went around it. I went around the Govardhan mountain in Sadhana. I saw it. It's there. Archaeologists have proven it's there. There is documented history that Govardhan, that Katha actually happened. Our dharma is not just things written in a storybook. They are all accounted for. There is proof of all of them happening. When we speak of mountains, mountain is very symbolic of what? Something tall and something very big, right? We always identify a mountain with big things, right? But it's usually not a big or a lot of good things, right? It's not that when somebody tell you, you have a mountain of problems, right? Mountain of problems, mountain of troubles. I have a load or some mountainous tasks to do. It is usually not associated with good things because mountain is big and tall. So we put it or associate it with all the things that are bad. Mountain of this and mountain of that. For the Hindus, mountains are nothing strange. Our Devi lives in the mountain. Our Devi lives in the mountain. You want to reach her, you have to climb the mountains to reach her. For the Hindus, mountains are nothing. But when we are fetching these mountains on our shoulders, instead of climbing them, then that becomes a problem. It is nice to look at it. It looks beautiful. Panaji here is from mountainous region, Himachal. If you go up in the mountains, many kilometers up in the mountains, you will see the clouds. You literally stand among the clouds, how high they are and how beautiful they are. It is like looking at it as a painting on a wall, how beautiful they are. Looking at it alone gives you some sort of satisfaction mentally, calms you down, let you forget about the troubles of the world. Mountains are good. Weather doesn't trouble them. The tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, they don't affect the mountain. They're nice to climb, right? Physical activity. But the minute you start to put the mountain on your shoulders or on your head, and that's where the problems start. The minute you start to fetch those mountains on your shoulders, which are meant for you to just admire and walk over, then the problems start. Let's not forget, when we're talking about mountains, we have Hanumanji Maharaj. Let's not forget that he flies away with mountains now. चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान, चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान, हो चीर के छाती बोले अपनी पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। हनुमान जी महाराज, लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराए, भोर से पहले हनुमान जी धौला गिरी ले आए, उत बैठे लक्ष्मण जी ने कर श्री राम का नाम। Just like you and I, one day Ram Bhagwan had his own bit of problems. Every one of us have our own bit of problems, work problems, family problems, social problems. We ourselves are sometimes the biggest problem. Ram Bhagwan, his brother, was unconscious in his lap. Lakshman, he was shot by Meghnad. And Ram Bhagwan, the physician came and told Ram Bhagwan that the only way your brother can come back to consciousness is if you bring the herb, the Mul Sanjeevani herb. That is a very important herb to bring you back to consciousness. One of 4 herbs, one to heal you, one to take away the marks and things like that. One to stop the bleeding and one to bring you back to consciousness. Hanumanji went. And when Hanumanji saw the whole mountain of herbs, he didn't know which was which. So, lagi Lakshman ji ko shakti dekh prabhu घबराए, भोर से पहले हनुमान जी धौलागिरी ले आए. He dug up half of the mountain, Dhaulagiri, and he fly away with it. What happened now? That mountain he took away to Sri Lanka from Nepal, right? He flies away with mountains, that Hanumanji Maharaj, because that's what he does. Give the Lord all your mountainous problems, whatever. Hanumanji flies away. One of them fly away with mountains, and the other one will lift the mountain for you. Agre kuruna mat pandavanam. Few verses from the Govinda Damodara Stotram. Agre kuruna mat pandavanam. Duhshasanena hatvastra Krishna. Krishna tada kroshadadan Anyanatha Govind Damodar Madhaveti Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhuketa Bhare Bhaktanukampin Bhagavan Murare Trayasya Mam Keshavalokanath Govind Damodar Madhaveti Govind Damodar Madhaveti. Krishna Bhagavan is called Damodar. This month of Kartik is also called Damodar Mas. Damodar means the one who was tied by the waist with a rope. No? When Krishna was little, do you remember that story? He was tied by his waist with a rope. How can you bound the one that is unbounded? This is a beautiful prayer to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. जिस समय कौरव और पांडवों के समान भरी सभा में दुशासन से द्रौपदी के वस्त्र और बोलों को पकड़कर खींचा, उस समय जिसका कोई दूसरा नाथ नहीं है, ऐसी द्रौपदी ने रोकर पुकारा, हे गोविंद, हे दामोदर, हे माधव, हे श्री कृष्ण, हे विष्णु, हे मधुकैटभ, मारने वाले, हे भक्तों के ऊपर अनुकंपा करने वाले, हे भगवन, हे मुरारी, हे केशव, हे लोकेश्वर, हे गोविंद, हे दामोदर, हे माधव, मेरी रक्षा करो, रक्षा करो, रक्षा करो. Do you remember the scene of Draupadi in the Mahabharata when the Pandavas wanted to embarrass her by ripping her sari apart from her body? They tried to pull sari and sari and sari from her. But Krishna Bhagavan sent his blessing. And as the clothes was coming off her body, there were more clothes coming on her body. No one can disrobe you. No one can embarrass you. No one can take away your chastity. No one can take away your pride. No one can take away your honor when you are protected by Shri Krishna. No one can take away any of that from you when you're protected, or as long as you're protected by the Lord. Now, in Vraj, this, of course, you all know the story of Govardhan. There was one Raja Indra. All the people are going to pray to Raja Indra because he provides rains to grow their crops. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, as a boy, he stopped them. And he says, no, show appreciation for nature. Show appreciation for nature. This big mountain here, you know how rain falls, right? How rain is formed, right? You know the whole process. So this mountain here is responsible for giving us rains. Pray to the mountains. And you know, when they did that, they made a change. They did not give anything to Raja Indra. So Raja Indra got very egoistic and very angry, and he poured rains upon Vraj. Lord Shri Krishna, in order to protect those who are living there. Just like rain is falling, you want to share your umbrella with someone, right? You don't want to take the whole umbrella for yourself, but you have to be careful these days because that can be misunderstood as something else. So the Lord, just like He's always sharing, He's always nurturing, He's always caring, He's always very protective, the Lord with His little finger lifted the Govardhan mountain. And He says, everybody come. Come, because dukh mein sumiran sab kahe, sukh mein kare na koi. Jo sukh mein sumiran kahe, to dukh kahe toy. Because in sorrows we sing the praises of God the most. In sorrows we remember Bhagwan the most. In sorrows we know the Lord the most. He said, come, all of you are crying and complaining, come under the mountain. Everyone came under the mountain. And the Lord held the mountain there 7 days and 7 nights. Raja Indra was pouring rains and thunder and rains and thunder and rains and thunder. But the people were all very happy. They were very happy. You know why they were very happy? Because they had sambandha. They had something called sambandha. Sambandha means unity with God. They are bonded with God. There's a beautiful song. Sham sundar se jiska sambandh hai, मुरली वाले से जिसका संबंध है, उसे हर घड़ी आनंद ही आनंद है, उसे हर घड़ी आनंद ही आनंद है। श्याम सुंदर से जिसका संबंध है, मुरली वाले से जिसका संबंध है, उसे हर घड़ी आनंद ही आनंद है, उसे हर घड़ी आनंद ही आनंद है। श्याम सुंदर के जिसका संबंध है, whoever has this sambandha with Bhagwan, whoever has this bond with Bhagwan, उसको हर घड़ी आनंद ही आनंद है. That person, every moment of their life, हर घड़ी आनंद ही आनंद है. Every moment of their life, they will feel bliss, they will feel contentment, and they will feel a lot of peace and happiness. लेकिन संबंध, you must be bonded with God, bonded with the Lord. I'm not talking about a conditional bond. I'm not talking about a weekend bond. I'm not talking about a 7-day bond. I'm talking about Hamesha. Always you're bonded with life. Sham Sundar se jiska sambandh hai, Murli wale. The gopis were bonded with Shri Krishna and they enjoyed his protection. When Raja Indra saw that no matter what he's doing, no? Sometimes, even nature will give up hurting you, because no matter what nature or anything around you does to you, they will not see any harm in you. Right? I believe that sometimes people try to harm us as well. But what happens? When you have that sambandha, that bond with God, everyone and everything that tries to harm you and to hurt you will go away. Sickness and depression and distresses and problems, they are short-lived. Yes, some of them are dangerous, but always tell yourself, this moment will pass. This moment will pass. How? Because I have a connection with my Lord, and as long I have that connection with my Lord, no matter what comes, I'll be able to face it. This is Krishna. When Raja Indra saw that his thunder and rains could not hurt the people of Vraj, Raja Indra stopped and he came down and he bowed to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. He asked the Lord, Prabhu, please forgive me. And the Lord says, Raja Indra, whenever my devotees are in distress, I will be there for them. And what I did to you today, I crushed your ego. I crushed your ego because those who have ascended as gods should not have ego in them. Today is Govardhan Puja. We celebrate that day of Sri Krishna. And we ask that Bhagwan Madhav, may he bless all of you. And if at all you have any sambandha with the Lord, sambandha hai saman bandha. If you have any bond with the Lord, of course, may you never feel uncomfortable. And if you do, may Shri Krishna Bhagwan always be there to relieve you from that. May his blessings be always upon all of you. Arjun will sing a bhajan now, and then we'll continue.
बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। केसरी नंदन बलधारी के, मारुति नंदन उपकारी के। केसरी नंदन बलधारी के, मारुति नंदन उपकारी के। आऊं करे सेवा आज पवन सुत महाबली के। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली के। अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के, निस्कर पूजन दर पे आके। अपने कपीस को मन में बसा के, निस्कर पूजन दर पे आके। आओ शरण सुबह शाम पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे, संकट उसके पास न आवे। संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे, संकट उसके पास न आवे। महिमा गाए दिन रात पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की। बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की।
बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. We'll sing one more Hanuman Chalisa to close, and then we'll do Aarti. I want to remind all of you kindly that our Mandir's Gala, our dinner, is scheduled for November 13th. I am asking all of you for your support and for you to bless us so that we can be successful with our fundraising gala. We're going to be calling you for some sales of tickets and for your donations as well. When I call you, please don't be surprised, because that's the only time of the year probably when I'll be calling most people. We do this to raise funds for this great cause that we're carrying in the temple. We have a lot of responsibilities to fulfill in this temple, and it comes with costs because we have loans, we have maintenance, we have so much to do, and we have so much expenses as well. We don't really bring that to the congregation, but in the background we have all of that working. a very, very big project here to maintain and to keep, but we have always had the blessings of the divine, and with your blessings as well and your donations, everything is usually successful. I'm so looking forward for this event on November 13th, when I can see people who I haven't seen in a long time. To our Shanti Satsangh devotees who live from near and far, this is a perfect opportunity for you to come and connect with us in this gala, for you to come and meet us, for you to come and see some of the great work we have been doing and have planned to do. We will outline as well what we plan to do next year for our main projects. The last year or two were all maintenance, significant maintenance. Paving of the entire parking lot, the fencing, the stonework, the landscaping, all of this were done in the last year. And we certainly look forward to seeing all of you at this gala. I'm going to reach out to you to come. Please be there and send your donations as well. This last Hanumanji Chalisa, of course, dedicated to Uncle Isaac, again on his birthday, praying for his health and well-being. May he continue to experience bliss and happiness. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghubar Bimal Jason जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पावन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहो मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिन्हु लोक उजागर राम दूत यतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के संग कंचन बरन बिराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिया सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिषा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहीं तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राज पर दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरि मुख माही जल दिलांग गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे ते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसार सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा,
बरसे जगत उजियारा।
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाहि। जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्त न धरहि। हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा। जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई। कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पात कर कोई। छूट ही बंदी महासुख हो, जो यह पर हनुमान चालीसा। हो ये सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा। की जय नाथ हृदय महदेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महदेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महदेरा। पावन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोले बजरंगबली भगवान की जय। Tomorrow is the final day of Diwali, the 5-day celebration called Bhai Dooj. May all of you spend beautiful time with your lovely siblings and enjoy the day. We'll do Aarti now. Om यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे।
आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ गला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। जाके पल से गिरिवर कांपे, रोग जोश जाके निकट न जाके। अंजनी पुत्र महाबलदाई, संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाय। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। देवेरा रघुनाथ पताई, लंका चारि सिया सुदलाई। लंक सगोद समुद्र से काई, जात पवन सुत बार न लाए। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला के, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, आरती की जय हनुमान लला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला के, आरती की जय हनुमान लला के, आरती की जय हनुमान न लागे, आरती की जय हनुमान न लागे, आरती की जय
हनुमान लागे। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनां, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय, जगदम्बिका माता की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सबको जय जय सीताराम। जय सीताराम everyone. Bhagwan's blessings to all of you. Have a very blessed evening.